guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to The Wandering Reader and welcome to another weekly reads video. I finished one book during the course of this week, and in fact it's been more than a week since I updated you on my reading last. I think it's been about a week and a half. So I'm going to dive right in to the book I finished and what I'm currently reading. The book that I finished this week, and in fact the book that I finished on the 1st of January, was A Spark of Light by Jodi Picoult. I'm sure you guys know what this is about, but just in case you're not aware, it is set around in a women's reproductive health centre, and it centres around a hostage situation in that particular centre. It follows 4 or 5 different perspectives, and the way it's structured is it tells the story backwards. So we get the climax of the story at the very beginning, and then it goes back hour by hour and reveals more and more about the characters in that kind of sense and what's going on. I mentioned when I updated you last on my reading that I wasn't quite sure about whether I would enjoy that particular structure and whether I thought it was working. Now, having finished the book, I did quite enjoy the structure of it. I felt like as we were going back in time, more and more was being revealed about the characters and their backstories and their motivations and where they were coming from, how they came to be at the centre on that particular day, and I felt like it did work for that particular reason. What was quite confronting about this book is that one of the chapters deals quite heavily with exactly what's involved in an abortion, and from a personal perspective, I certainly didn't have much of an idea of exactly what an abortion involved. You know, you have some sort of vague sense about it, but I didn't really feel like I knew an awful lot about it. And this quite, graphically is the wrong word, but quite overtly told you what an abortion involves. So if that's a topic that or a thing that you might have some triggers over, then that's a warning in advance. You might want to pick up this book or whatever. But yeah, actually I do think knowing stuff like that is quite important. So yeah, it's better to be in the know about it than to be ignorant about it. I do really feel like Jodi Picoult dealt with some quite serious issues in here and dealt with them really well. There was a note at the end of the book about the research that she did for this book and the sort of preparation that she did in order to write it, and I did feel at the end a kind of newfound respect for her and writers in general, I suppose, as to how much work goes into a novel like this, and how much passion goes into it as well. So I did really enjoy this. It's the first Jodi Picoult book that I've read in quite some time, and it reminded me why I love her stories and her writing so much, and in the end I gave this one 4.5 stars. The book that I picked up after I'd finished that one was The Girl with the Red Balloon by Catherine Locke. This is a YA sci-fi fantasy book, and it centres around a few different characters, but mainly a girl called Ellie who is on a school trip to Berlin, and the school trip I think is supposed to allow the students to practice their German a little bit more. But when she is over there, she notices a red balloon, and her grandfather has told her stories about red balloons, so she wants a picture to show him when she gets home. So she asks her friend to take a picture, but as soon as she touches this red balloon, she's transported back in time to 1988, before the fall of the Berlin Wall. Yeah, the Berlin Wall. And it's about kind of why she's gone back in time and kind of figuring out how she got there and if she can get back and things like that. I am currently on page 72. Not really sure how I'm feeling about it at the moment. It's not super engaging me, and I'm not particularly impressed by the writing style, but I want to give it at least another 25 pages before I decide, you know, whether I'm invested or not. It's not too bad at the moment. It's got a bit better as it's gone on. But yeah, we'll sort of see how this one goes. So it's not particularly long book. I think it's just under 300 pages, so I should be able to get it finished this week, and I'll let you guys know what I think of it. I'm still making headway with my audiobook for Little Deaths by Emma Flynn. I've got about an hour left on that. I didn't get as much audiobook listening time when I was away as I perhaps envisaged I would, so I didn't get an opportunity to finish that one off, but I'm back at work this week, and so that means my car listening time, you guys know what I mean, is back up and running again, so I will definitely finish that off this week. When it comes to reading Becoming by Michelle Obama, I downloaded the audiobook for that because I hadn't realised that it's actually narrated by Michelle Obama herself, so I figured that would be a really good way of listening to it. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of listen to a little bit at a time, perhaps when I finish Little Deaths, and kind of see how that one goes. But yeah, really looking forward to diving a little bit more into that because I've only got about 25 pages into it. Yeah, so I really want to continue on with that one. So there you go, guys, that is all of the books that I want to talk to you about today. I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments below. Have you read any of these? What are you reading at the moment? Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.